Yep, it's that time of year again. You get out there and start looking at all your avocados, see how much fruit you have in your tree. Right now it's mid-May 2025. This is a Pinkerton tree at my ranch, and it looks like it's fruiting up really nicely, extremely nicely. I'm very pleased. And yeah, you know, we have a lot of bees up here. It's really warm. Those are good things. Pray for warmth and bees when your trees are in flower. And these things flower earlier than down in the Bay Area. Like they're completely done flowering. Down in the Bay Area, a lot of stuff is just still fully flowered out. And some of the more tropical ones are just starting. Like I said, this is a Pinkerton, semi-tropical, hybrid between Guatemalan and Mexican. Mexican being hardier than the Guatemalan. But anyway, so people often ask me, Gary, I really want my avocado tree to do well. What should I do? What's the most important thing that I should do when I plant it? Well, you know, probably water it. What's the next most important thing? Paint it. Paint your avocado. So let's talk about that. Why would you paint an avocado tree? Well, that's because these avocado trees were basically born in the forests of Mesoamerica. And when you're in a forest, you don't have to deal with low angle light coming in at 118 degrees from the side. That's low humidity because it's high humidity where you're from. And there's trees in the forest that protect you from the side light. But we force these things out into the open and therefore piss them off. but we can make them adapt. And how do we do that? Well, we paint them. What do you paint? You paint the leaves? No, the leaves can handle as much heat as you could possibly throw at them as long as they're hydrated. However, the stems are another story. Right here. See that? Do you see this? Does that look nice and healthy to you? No, it does not. And that's because it's not. It's completely torched. This tree had a bad dad, and that being me. I have a lot of trees to take care of. Look at the backside. Totally green, totally healthy, totally happy. It's only the green part that's going to conduct all of the photosynthesis, the energies to grow, the sugars, and the moisture from the root system to keep this thing happy and going. And you can see even the bark is peeling off of this. Look at that. Oh, that's a bad dad. That's a bad dad. That's a bad daddy. Bad daddy. I'm sorry, tree. However, like if this was like a young tree, like just planted, well, let's look at what would happen to it. I tell people, think about going to the beach on a 100-degree day with a little baby, and the baby, you're in charge of the welfare of this baby. Would you just like leave the baby on the beach like once you got hungry, or say you wanted a beer? You're like, I'm gonna go get a beer. And you come back and you're like, oh, oops, left the baby on the beach for an hour. You're in trouble, big trouble. Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that with babies, and you shouldn't do it with avocados either. And I'll tell you why. If it was a young plant, look what happens to the stems of like little baby young plants that are fully out in the sun. Oops, completely dead. That's right. This thing had critical mass. It's big enough where it can handle a little bit of sacrificial sacrifice to the sun gods like this. But if it was a little baby, look at that. That was just a little tiny seedling. It would have been killed outright. But instead, this thing's pretty big now, so it's handling it. So as you can see, it's really important to do when they're young. The younger they are, the more important it is to do. As they get older, well, it's no big deal. We get super duper hot here, as you can see. And, you know, all it does is it slows down this particular branch. Wherever it gets sunburned, it's going to slow that part down. Well, that can actually be a good thing. Once you get the tree about the size you like, just stop painting it, because then it'll slow down its growth. It's kind of like pruning. You know, it's like forced pruning. And look, there's another dead one. Look, see, it's like we pruned it. And that would just fall off naturally in time. There's another one. See that got torched. So and this just becomes food for the plant later. So there you go. Now you know how to deal with that. Was I on full zoom the whole time? I apologize. But yeah, so paint them when they're young. Here you go. I'll even sing it to you. I see a baby avocado tree and I want it painted white. No colors anymore. I just want to see them white. I have to look up the lyrics. Yeah, paint them white always and forever, and you'll have some happy avocados and some guacamole.